up. Go ahead, kick your feet up. Oh, you haven't heard? Well, I guess it's time to meet us. All music on the list. Any topic, they on top of it. Here witness news. You ready? There ain't no stopping it. Here witness news. Oh, but here witness news. Yeah.
Welcome to Air Witness News. My name is Nicholas.
My name's Daria.
And this is our special guest.
What's going on? My name's Sarab.
We're coming to you live from Chamber 43 in Highland Park on Raritan Ave. And we got a special episode for you today. We're going to be interviewing Sarab about his new upcoming project. Mm-hmm. A lot of cool things also happened this week. A lot of album drops, a lot of beef, a lot of new music.
Of drama, yeah.
What do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about your album.
Sure.
So it came out recently and it's called...
Actually, I'm kind of trying to do the promo route, so I'm going to spend like the next 3 weeks trying to just hit like different places to promo.
So it's coming out.
Yeah, so soon. I'm going to drop it 6/13, June 13th.
That's my sister's birthday.
Hey.
It's your birthday too, right? 12. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's and wait, what's it called?
Lessons.
Lessons, word, and I mean, you've got the inside scoop on it.
Yeah, I've been behind the scenes in the studio listening to it. I think it's some heat. I think people are going to like it. What are you most excited about with this project?
So it's interesting. I think like most albums kind of have a general theme. I think this one's really different in that each track has like its own vibe completely. So, I mean, I'm just going to like put it out into the world and like see what comes back just in terms of like reception. See if like somebody likes this song over this song. So yeah, I mean, I know where I want to go with my music into the future. These are some songs that I've written like way back in the day. They're like from high school, maybe like early college. So just like, yeah, it'll definitely get you in your feels and stuff. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to dropping it.
That's cool. That's cool. Where are you going to be dropping it? Which different platforms are you going to have it on?
I'm going to try and hit all those platforms. SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, no title.
No title with the exclusive. Okay, so if you had to say an artist that reminded you most of this album, who would it be? Or would you say it's very new and not shaped like anybody else's music?
Yeah, it's tough to say. You know what? I'd say maybe like if Ed Sheeran met like Justin Timberlake. I'm trying to do
which Justin Timberlake? Are you talking Man in the Woods? Or are you talking about back in the day when he was like bringing sexy back?
Probably back in the day. It's very alternative pop.
Okay.
It's very alternative pop. So anywhere you can mix like rock and pop, like right in the middle.
Yeah. And do you think this is more about you learning lessons or lessons you want to convey to other people?
Good question.
I definitely think it's the lessons I've learned throughout my life, and then each song is kind of like a story of how I learned that lesson.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, each song is kind of like the way I view things is like in palettes, like everything has a color palette. Oh, so each song has like a very different palette, or even like a different elemental factor.
Right, you're basically one step away from Kanye saying that he's a, what did he say? He's got synesthesia. And every song is a painting. That's what he said.
That's pretty much it, man. I think that's just how artists see like life. So
yeah, that's really cool.
That's dope.
So, how many visuals are you planning on doing for the album?
So right now I have 2 planned. I already contacted one production studio from Rahway, and the other one is like my boy out in LA, as well as obviously we got the in-house Artuco guys.
Artuco, check us out.
Artuco.
We're just gonna look up and do like very cool, interesting visuals, just like anything with, you know, some interesting effects, and just make it look cool and wild. And because honestly, like, I thought about this later on, I was like, how many people actually watch music videos? Until I started doing research, and I was like, oh, these actually get millions of views.
You need a music video.
You definitely need
music videos. Yeah, that's for sure.
Do you have a favorite track on the album, and why, if so?
I really like the single Heartbreaker.
Okay.
It's cool. It's like really reggae inspired. I want that song to pop. And I actually want to feature a local rapper named Nostalgia.
That's something I still have to write, but that's definitely become a...
So like I'm actually gonna probably work on the remix, make it more hip hop influenced.
Okay,
after we drop the EP,
Yeah.
and then
Nick's like, yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
I have a really bad memory, so I was like, oh wow, that'd be sick. No, that definitely sounds exciting. I mean, do you have an idea? Okay, so is this made with a specific audience in mind, or do you want to just put it out there and see what kind of reception you get?
Yeah, no, completely not. But the way I look at it is like how many like first projects are the bangers, right? You might just assume so, but it's always like that second or third or fourth that comes along. So I'm kind of just feeling myself out in terms of music, and this is an album I had to get done. It was bothering me at this point.
Right? Is this your first project?
This is my first project. Yep.
Damn.
Okay, cool.
Big shit.
Huh?
We're excited. We're looking to have it come out soon. You can follow Sarabmi up here. See Sarab and all his updates on social media, LinkedIn. No, not LinkedIn. What are we talking about? Instagram, Facebook, and also Twitter.
Yes.
So what have you been listening to recently that's been inspiring you?
It's crazy, man. When you get into the album writing and like producing phase, you only listen to your own stuff and you listen to it everywhere.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to this new Drake album.
Okay, cool. Did you hear the new tracks that have dropped from Drake, and what are your opinions?
I'm upset.
I'm also, well, I mean, I'm not upset. I very much like the track, but I'm upset is very much the mood right now.
You're not upset by it?
Well, okay, so here's my thing. So I think I've said this before on the show. I always feel like I know exactly what's about to happen on a Drake album, based on what's going on in my life, because he always speaks directly to whatever's going on, right? Whenever you listen to Drake, it's like, oh yeah, exactly, that's me, right? I don't feel very upset right now. So I'm worried that Drake's predicting how I'm about to feel soon, and my life's about to go upside down.
So you're about to be upset.
I'm about to be upset, I think, is what's about to happen.
So what? Okay, so since you're about to be upset, you're not upset over this current Drake song?
No, I'm just like in a really good place, and I'm worried that everything's about to go like really downhill.
So I hope that things go poorly for you in the future.
that like the pattern continues, and me and Drake stay in sync.
I hope that's what happens.
Damn,
I listened to that.
That's bad energy.
I'm upset. I'm sorry. I listened to I'm upset like one or two times, and I'm just like, this is. Well, I wasn't really exactly sure what he was doing.
It's very interesting because it's very like it's a dichotomy between that and Nice for What. Mm-hmm. Like Nice for What is all about like independent women, and then I'm upset. So it's sort of like about like him saying like, oh, I have only 7 more years. I can do what I want. I'm not gonna be. I don't like paying for girls' things.
Right.
I'm upset about these things in the world. So he's kind of like saying like. He's like very independent at the same time. He's not very trustworthy. So like Nice for What sort of, and then in my head sort of turns into just like a nice to nobody for anything.
Right. So
know?
Nice for What's also on the album.
Yeah, I think
okay.
So that was the first single, and this is the second single.
Okay, I was concerned because I thought that Nice for What was just like a random drop. Like and it was a part of Scary Hours EP, is it?
No, Scary Hours is just God's Plan and
right, Diplomatic Immunity.
The other one,
Diplomatic Immunity.
Yeah. So I think that with that song, it gave me sort of an insight into why he picked Scorpion. Although I haven't done any research on this, I do believe scorpions are cold-blooded. Do they have blood?
Drake is just a Scorpio, dude.
Is he really? Is that the only thing?
It's literally just that.
Okay, because in W Freestyle he said he called them all like serpents and like something else. You guys are all like just like snakes and stuff like that. But if you're thinking about like cold-blooded animals that aren't like negatively attributed, scorpions are one of the only like cool ones. So that's what I thought. But if he's just a Scorpio, then forget it.
No, he's definitely like walking around like trying to exude Scorpiesque behavior and like sting people.
I see it. I mean, did you listen to his freestyle about Pusha T? What did you think?
I did. The Duppy freestyle.
It's funny because that's actually like a Jamaican phrase. And so I saw somebody on Twitter say like, who taught him what Duppy means? But that's what Duppy means. Like my grandma's mad religious, so she'd always walk in the room and be like, yo, why you watch Duppy show? Like, that means like you're not supposed to be watching like anything demonic or anything like that.
Damn, you know what's funny?
Your grandma's Jamaican?
Yeah,
my cousin came down from Canada like over the weekend.
Yeah.
And she was just telling me like Toronto brand.
So you're saying your cousin just came in from Canada?
Yeah, she came down from Canada.
Okay.
They live like just outside the burbs of like Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So like she was just showing me like all these memes on her phone where like try and decipher what a person from Toronto is saying. But like they have like a really strong Jamaican accent.
Definitely.
And they all have Hennessy bottles because clearly that's like a
That's
Toronto
big
thing.
in Toronto?
It's a big Toronto thing, yeah. So I guess it makes sense where he gets his influences from.
Yeah, I can definitely see that energy up there. It's like a big hub for Jamaican culture out there.
Right. But he normally, I mean, other than back to back, he's not too much of like a responder. He responded within like 18 hours of the drop.
I was listening to the radio today, and they were discussing how this is a very old beef. You know, this isn't just something that's like happening this year or like the past couple of years. This goes back to when like Mr. Me Too with like Pharrell and Pusha were going up against like Wayne and Birdman, just saying that like you guys are just copying everything we're doing and like making fun of them. So that's why he mentioned on the track like, oh, like I told like Weezy and Baby I'm gonna done them for you. Like he's like this is really YMCMB against that whole side of things. Everybody runs with Pharrell, Pusha,
good music.
Right, yeah, no,
the
it definitely,
music guys.
this summer is definitely seeming like, because I think before I had thought that Drake was going to push his album back because he sees how hot good music's going to be.
I don't think Drake, I mean, he was very vague with when it's coming.
Right.
So it could come,
so
like, he could go face to face with, oh, yo, what if he drops it, like, the same day as Kanye?
No, so what I'm saying is prior to Duffy, I thought he was going to push it back because he wanted to, like, let everyone do their numbers, but it's pretty much clear now it's going to be, like, a YMCMB versus good music summer, like where you see like these huge personalities. Really, it feels like
I don't think anybody could go up against. I don't think anybody.
It's gonna be Drake
this
versus
year.
Kanye, and like
I think Drake's gonna go up against Kanye because the thing is there's a top four right in the game right now.
Right.
Kendrick, Cole, Drake, Kanye.
Right.
The Kendrick Drake debate is like up in the air, and he hasn't gone head to head with him yet. But if he goes head to head with Kanye, then it officially puts him at undisputed number 2.
Right. I mean, at the very least.
At the very least, yeah.
Right. If Kanye can't make it out.
This is just like a guess, but if he did drop on the same day as Kanye, it would be a very aggressive.
Drake
like,
will do better numbers than Kanye.
Yeah.
Easily. Drake's
I agree.
Drake's fan base is obsessed with Drake. I mean,
but there's also the guess that's happening that Kanye on his album might have Pusha T with the response. So that's why we haven't heard anything from Pusha.
He will. I mean, I think just how his album in the past few years have been, it's just like been very much up to the last minute type of thing, where he's got to finish like these revisions. Like his album's hardly done, and it's like out in a week, and like he's got to go to Rick Rubin and like fix everything.
I think he's taking that criticism to heart though.
Yeah.
This time around.
You think
he's made what like 36 beats for like these past all these good music artists. I mean all those tracks like he's producing all of them.
Right.
What did you listen to Pusha T's work? It was Daytona.
Daytona? Yeah, I listened to Daytona.
How'd you like it?
It was good. I thought I enjoyed the beats. Rick Ross on the album was absolutely fire.
Yeah, it was
Infrared was really fucking good. The way he like just like talked about Lil Wayne, like how he's like an example of like a celebrity who can't retire and is trapped in a game. Like that was
really rough. And I think that like although the Duppy freestyle was strong, I don't think like Drake just like completely got him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like an equal blowback. You know? Because that Infrared was really serious.
Infrared was really good.
You think Pusha T's gonna come back with something?
Yeah, I think that on Kanye's album this Friday, right?
Is it this Friday?
Yeah, I believe
June
so.
1st?
June 1st, yeah.
Oh, Good Friday.
Ooh. Oh wait, no, is that a thing?
I don't know, probably.
we're terribly out of religion.
Is it?
It's probably a while ago now.
I don't know. I'm not Christian.
But I think that Push is gonna come back this Friday, and if anything, maybe Drake drops the next weekend. But like, I think it would be cool if they went like head to head.
Right.
That would be a lot of good music to be able to discuss at the same time.
I feel like the summer's really it's coming up to
It's
like
just gearing up.
cataclysmic levels.
Also, commentary wasn't. I'm not sure if this is true, but I do believe that Shake, who's an artist, 070 Shake, is from an artist from New Jersey, is in good music and was on Pusha T's album. So that's something that's cool for Jersey. Yeah.
Where?
I'm not sure, but I think she posted about it, and it was one of the first couple tracks.
I don't remember.
What do you think about the cover art for Daytona? Have you seen it? And do you like what do you think about that representation?
No.
Okay, so have you seen the cover art for Daytona, and what do you think about that and like that representation surrounding, like, I guess it's a very delicate subject.
Yeah, whose bathroom is that supposed to be?
That's
again?
Whitney Houston.
Whitney
Houston's.
Whitney Houston's. Kanye paid 80,000.
85K for that picture,
Yeah,
and I think
it's
that
absurd.
I mean that wasn't specifically the it was a couple years before she had actually overdosed, but like it's still very much a representation of the anguish and the torment she was going through and putting herself through in those times. So people were saying like, how would he feel if they put
Right.
pictures of like Donda West and like her like surgical table, or like just
Right.
like outlandish things like that.
No,
or like
It's definitely insensitive
Well,
to her family for sure.
yeah. Well, the thing is that he bought it from her family.
Right.
And that's the thing I was saying before about like at the Met Gala, like people were saying, "Oh, like this is cultural appropriation." Like they got a lot of that stuff from the Catholic Church.
Well,
like you can't say, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
So-
the thing is, they're saying that picture was released because one of their family members had taken it and released it to the media.
oh, so it wasn't
So
consensual
like,
from the
so
family.
like, yeah.
So it was
wasn't
okay.
consent-
So it was out against the family's wishes, and then he paid 85 to license it.
Yeah, so they're like bringing light to the entire situation by giving it to
Yeah,
them.
I do feel as if okay. So what's the the devil's advocate for what's
Right.
Kanye doing? Pusha's whole rap career has been built on the glorification of drug rap. He did something that like shows the other side of that, juxtaposes it with somebody who like one of our great icons that was affected by these drugs and like this lifestyle that he's promoting and saying that it's his great like uptake. So I mean like I see why it's like an interesting thing to put, but I also feel as if there's so many other ways you could get that message across. And
I mean,
I saw
was Pusha T selling drugs to like celebrities like Whitney Houston, or was he? I thought he was pushing.
I thought he was pushing to college kids for Nikes and the.
I mean,
I forgot
according
the
to
line, but
Drake,
we know what we're
he's
talking
not,
about.
He's not hanging with. Pablo
He wasn't
Escobar.
selling for Pablo Escobar back in the 80s.
Right, so I don't. So like to me, it's just in poor taste. It sort of it. I mean, once again, Kanye is out here contradicting himself, and like I just read this one critique of Kanye being a proponent of, a celebrity's private life should be valued as opposed to like intruded on, and yet Kanye's out here like straight up exposing Whitney Houston's like
Very much so.
unfortunate, like tragic.
Yeah, he doesn't appreciate paparazzi at all.
No, he hates the paparazzi. He hates what they do to him, and like how they are always following him around. Yet then he goes around and just like pulls some like exposure.
And some people are saying that the reason that the Drake diss went so well is that because mostly it wasn't really about like Pusha, it was about Kanye, and Kanye's just a really like people just want to laugh at Kanye right now.
Right now,
like people like Kanye's just not very popular.
It's fashionable to drag Kanye right now.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's a fact. So bringing it back to the Drake thing, do you think that song was like prepped like earlier?
People were saying that before. He's been in Wyoming. How could he not have heard? I think that what people were saying is that he heard about it a couple days before it was released, so he didn't hear it.
Drake
and
heard-
then like he wasn't in Wyoming. It was like, oh, you got this. I'm gonna go back home.
He
But, like,
probably got a leak of Pusha's
Yeah, that's what I'm
album.
saying. He probably
That's
got a
what
leak.
I was saying that because he released it 18 hours. I don't think that it was really good.
Well, the thing is, he
Do you
also has written before that I have something for everybody ready. You know what I'm saying? So if you
Right.
have like, and I know what it's like to have like a
Right,
lot
but
of
he
bars
must- he
ready.
must-
Like if
yeah.
I have everything written, it doesn't like if you know how to rap, like you can put together those like bars
So
and
do you
like
think- okay.
fit them to a song.
Right, so do
pretty
you
quickly.
think when like these rappers do anything, like Drake goes to his little diary and like updates his bars, like
That's what somebody was saying today. He's like,
Like,
that's what he
oh,
called me to say.
Kanye did this MAGA shit. Like, I gotta change this line out and put in like a red hat line. Oh my god.
But like really, like if you're really like out here with the bars, like people say like 18 hours. Like how much time does it take? He's like, and he's supposed to be one take Drake. Like it doesn't take that. That was a
Right.
3-minute song. You know what I'm saying? Even if you did 60
He
takes,
never
it
takes
takes.
to it.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
they still take to it. That line is so terrible. That is one of the worst Drake lines.
But you could really write a diss track and record it in like 6
right,
hours. You
you're
know what I'm saying?
right,
So
you're
if you're really out here trying to establish the
it was
reputation as
yeah,
somebody
it was-
who like has something for everyone, then like then I guess this is what you would do.
All right, I mean, he comes like a scorpion, I guess, when you least expect it.
Is he a Scorpio? If he's not a Scorpio, then I'm going back to get my cold-blooded.
No, dude, he is a Scorpio. I'm about to put $100 on this.
Okay, so what else has come out this week?
ASAP Rocky's
Yeah,
album.
ASAP's Rocky testing.
Testing.
How did you guys feel?
I skimmed through it and I was like, this is some weird shit.
So someone told me that it was like very much acid experimental. That like he did like a lot of LSD and then was like in a room with like doctors and trying
doing LSD though.
Yes, true.
And this does. I mean,
Someone said A$AP Rocky thinks he's a genius because he put acoustic guitars on the track. I will say that I liked it a lot. Honestly, if you're gonna listen to it on really good speakers because there's a lot of experimental stuff going on.
I was listening
with the production
to it on shit speakers. To be fair.
Yeah. So I would like. There's a lot of like weird things going on with the bass and the tonality of the music. So it really helps to listen to them on like studio monitors or something like that. I mean, obviously not everybody has that access, but at least try to find some like
the best
like
that you
ear
can.
candy or skull candy, something that you can hear like the different tones. You know.
Spend $10.
Spend $10 and get some. Because I do think upon second listen. What he was trying to do was try to be very futuristic with his approach, and I think that he did make a good like representation of what like our future sounds are going to be like.
I mean, I think A$AP Rocky has had a history of putting out music that's sort of ahead of its time, and then me like revisiting it like a year or two later, and I'm like, oh, this actually bangs.
Yeah,
like, I've sort of been missing out for, and that just happened to me recently with actually one of his songs with like Canal Street on the album with A$AP Yams on the cover.
Yeah.
I don't remember, Long Last A$AP or
Long Live A$AP. Yeah. So
that song's fire.
What I just caught up on was Janelle Monae.
Yeah.
Everybody better watch out. That track was.
That's
that
what I'm saying.
whole
Dude,
thing
Janelle
was
Monae...
so fire, and she was all over the place. So many different genres. Like she really just killed the whole like rap R&B thing, and was off it completely.
Dude, she's gonna come out with a rap album.
But like she doesn't need to. She can really the thing is because rap is so pop, and she's overall just pop everything, you know. She's dipping into different like.
Dude, she's gonna come out with a rap album. I'm pretty sure.
So we're looking forward heavily to next week. A lot of good music coming out. We're also looking forward to Lessons from Sarab coming out on the 13th of June. So June, a lot of great music. My name is Nick.
My name's Daria.
Sarab here.
And this is Air Witness News. Thanks for watching, and hit us up if you have any more topics that you'd like us to discuss. We definitely want to know what's going on in the scene around New Jersey. So let us know. Thanks. See you next week.